What's going on, guys? Parker here, and I am back with another video. And today I got my top 5 NBA player props for the day. And before I get in this video, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel down below, as well as giving this video a big thumbs up and leaving a comment on this video down below, because all three of those things really help the channel out a ton. They really help push my content out to more and more people each and every single day. And we are on the road currently to 4,000 subscribers, guys. So each one of you subscribing, each one of you liking my videos really does help me out a ton. And I really would appreciate it. And also, we have a big NBA Tuesday slate today with a lot of good props on the board. And I'm really confident in these props. Yesterday, we got sold due to the fact that Lakers game was a blowout. SGA played like absolute dog shit coming off of a back-to-back. The Thunder looked horrible. Anthony Davis would have covered with ease. SGA probably had a chance to cover as well if he played the fourth quarter. And then Kuzma covered, DeRozan covered, and then what was the fifth play? And then Anthony Edwards he wasn't even ready for the game when it started. He dropped 11 points. Horrible game. So 2-3 day. Not what we like to see, but you know what? We've been consistent. We've been very profitable all year long. So it's time to bounce back today. And I got 5 plays that I'm really confident in. Sorry, start stuttering a little bit there. But before we get into these plays, I want to talk a little bit about Sleeper Fantasy. Sleeper is running a free Kevin Durant square today for new users, first-time depositors. So you can get access to that free Kevin Durant square as well as an 100% match on your first deposit up to $500 when you use code FF23 at checkout. The link to that will be down below in the description. It'll be the top link in the description. And Sleeper genuinely is an awesome DFS app that has the best value of all the DFS apps every single day. They have first-time deposit free squares every single day, and they match your first deposit up to $500. Every other DFS app, it cuts it off at about $100. No, Sleeper matches it up to $500. And there's a reason I promote Sleeper when I got a code for literally every single one of the DFS apps. The reason is it's the best one. It's got the best value on the board every single day, and they run free squares and discounted squares pretty much every single day on the app. So make sure to sign up for Sleeper today, and make sure to use code FF23. The link will be down below in the description, the top link in the description. But without further ado, let's get right into today's plays. So first off, I got Jaylen Brunson over 29.5 points versus the Hawks. So Brunson's over this line in 8 of his last 13 games. The Hawks allowed the 8th most points per game in the NBA to point guards this season, so they have definitely struggled versus the point guard position all year long. The Hawks allow the 4th highest field goal percentage in the NBA to point guards this season. Great matchup for Brunson. He should be able to dominate this matchup. He should be able to have a huge game. Overall, like I said, the Hawks really do struggle versus the point guard position. Brunson, obviously one of the best players in the NBA at this point, one of the highest usage players in the NBA. So the ball is going to be in Brunson's hands a ton. He's going to have the ball a lot. I know he had that little knee injury, but he's likely playing tonight. I think he's probable right now. Yeah, he's probable. So he likely plays tonight, and he should easily cover this game. That knee injury was not anything serious. So really confident in Brunson. Really confident that he has a really big night tonight. So Jaylen Brunson over 29.5 points versus the Hawks is my first play of the day. Next up, I got Brandon Ingram over 21.5 points versus the Raptors. So Ingram's over this line in 4 straight games. The Raptors allow the most points per game in the NBA to small forwards this season. Ingram went off for 41 in his first matchup versus the Raptors this season. This is an ideal matchup for Brandon Ingram tonight. He should be able to dominate. This Raptors team is really bad defensively versus forwards. They struggle a lot versus the small forward position. Ingram is obviously a small forward, and he's been playing some of his best basketball of the season as of late. I'm really confident that Ingram can have a really big night, and overall, I really like Ingram to perform well tonight. So Brandon Ingram over 21.5 points versus the Raptors is my second play of the day. Next up, I got Jaylen Brown over 21.5 points versus the Cavs. So Brown is over this line in 9 of his last 10 versus the Cavs. He's had 25-plus points in 4 straight games. He was just named the Eastern Conference Player of the Week. Jaylen Brown has definitely been playing his best basketball of the season as of late. This is a great spot for him to continue his play. Cavs are obviously a very dominant defensive team, but they do struggle versus the small forward position. And obviously, that's Jaylen Brown's position here. He's over this line in both games versus the Cavs this year. He's over this line in 9 of his last 10 versus the Cavs. And overall, Jaylen Brown has just been absolutely dominant versus the Cavs in his career. I think he continues it tonight and has another big game. So Jaylen Brown over 21.5 points versus the Cavs is my third play of the day. Next up, I got Jamal Murray over 32.5 PRA versus the Suns. So Murray's over this line in 3 straight full games that he played. I think it was against the Heat. He only played like 12 minutes, but in games that he's actually finished, he's over this line in 3 straight. The Suns allow the most points per game in the NBA to point guards. They really struggle versus the point guard position. We know that Suns defense is really, really bad. We just saw SGA cook them 2 nights ago. I think that trend continues tonight. I don't think they're going to have an answer for Jamal Murray. The Suns allow the 6th most rebounds per game to point guards, and the Suns allow the 9th most assists per game in the NBA to point guards. So overall, I think this is a really well-balanced game from Jamal Murray. I think he does a little bit of everything. On sports books, don't mind a Jamal Murray 25-plus points play, because I definitely think there's a high chance that he does go off tonight. He does go for 25 or more. Wouldn't be shocked if Jamal Murray goes for a 30-piece tonight, because overall, really confident that Jamal Murray performs well, and I really do think he plays well tonight. So Jamal Murray over 32.5 PRA versus the Suns is my next play. And lastly, I got Kyrie Irving over 27.5 points versus the Pacers. So Irving's over this line with 29 points in his first matchup versus the Pacers this season. That was also a game where the Mavs got blown out, and he didn't play his full minutes either. Pacers allow the most points per game in the NBA to shooting guards this season. Pacers allow the highest field goal percentage in the NBA to shooting guards. This is a great matchup for Kyrie to dominate. This Pacers team is absolutely horrible defensively. The Mavs are not good defensively either, so this game should be very fast-paced, should be very much up and down game. And that bodes well for us, because I think Kyrie Irving has a really big night tonight. I think he has the ball in his hands a lot, and I just think Kyrie Irving gets it going early and often, has a huge night, and don't be shocked if Kyrie has a 30-piece tonight. So Kyrie Irving over 27.5 points versus the Pacers is my 5th and final play. So those were my top 5 NBA player props for the day. Like I said, if you enjoyed this video and you do want to see more content from me, make sure to subscribe to the channel down below and give this video a big thumbs up, as well as leaving a comment on the video down below, because all of those things really do help the channel out a ton and help push my content out to more and more people each and every single day. So I really would appreciate that, guys. And yeah, that's really all I got for today's video. Make sure to sign up for Sleeper today. Get access to this free Kevin Durant square and an 100% match on your first deposit up to $500. And make sure to use code FF23. Really supports me a ton. Really helps me out a lot. The link to that will be down below in the description. And without further ado, guys, let's get a 5-0 sweep, and I'll see you on the next one.